Hi there everyone, it'll be Friday morning when you're receiving this video. I'm filming it post Friday because I'm away on holiday for a few days and I'll be back tomorrow on the weekend. But this is Friday's card, so it's actually two cards. So I decided I'm going to get my Inkylicious Stamps out because I've not played with them for a long time, and I'm going to do just going to use the butterflies for this bigger card and this lovely Daisy Fields stamp for this small one, and I'm going to do some ink blending as well. This one will be more of a mixed media type card, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So this card base is, it's actually the Pale Ivory Silken Weave from Centigo. I've got a black piece and I've got another piece of Silken Weave, and then I've got a white piece of smooth white card from Pink Ink Designs. Or is it Pink Frog? I always get mixed up with this. I think it's Pink Frog actually. So it's super smooth card and it's excellent for ink blending and stamping onto. So we've got that. And then this is a 5x7 base white card, and then white that is just a 1/4 of an inch shorter, which we'll be doing in portrait. This is a square. I've got various other stamps to go along with this one. So I've got this, so I'll use possibly one of these butterflies, maybe the smaller ones. I've got this woodware one, which is kind of edges like stitching and stuff. I've got a couple of Glowland ones, well, one Glowland one which has lots of background stamps and I love it, and I've got this one which is from Concord and 9th, which I'd probably just be using that. I've also got my black pen, which I might use as well. So this is just a black Uniball eye needle pen. So I've got that. So that will all be for that second card. So I'm going to concentrate on this one. So first of all, I'm going to just pop all the bits together so that we can then concentrate on the front piece. And I was going to try and make it like a sort of postage sort of stamp, but I didn't have that die, so I thought I'd try and do it with my punch. I could make a mistake, a very big mistake, but I'm just, you know, I'm hoping that I don't. I'm hoping that it's okay, it works out. We can always do it again if it doesn't. And then pop this on. I might put that on with foam tape at the top just to finish off when I've done the blending and the stamping. And I think that's looking a bit squint to me, but it's fine. I think it'll do. So that's the base, and then what I'll do is I'll pop that in the middle. So pop that over to the side. So this stamp, I don't know if I've used this yet. Might have done. No, I haven't. So it's called Daisy Fields Stamp Set from Inkylicious. And Inkylicious do some amazing stamps. They're so lovely. And I've got quite a few now. So I'm not going to stamp yet. Always, if you're doing an ink blending background, it's always better to do the background first and then stamp on top, especially if you're doing a silhouette, which I will be doing. Because if you do it the other way, it means the stamp gets muted and you don't really get a good, you know, silhouette type image. So excuse me. So I've got this wee sticky mat. I haven't used it for a while, but I thought I might try it. And this just lets your piece of card go onto the sticky mat and it doesn't move, or it shouldn't move. while you're inking and blending. So actually that's a bit squint. And this can be cleaned very easily just under the tap with some water and a little bit of soap. Right, so I've got some oxides here. So we've got a couple. I've got Dusty Concord, Wilted Violet, Saltwater Taffy and Picked Raspberry. So I'm not sure if I'll use them all, but I might do. So I've got these lovely brushes as well that are from Inkylicious, which I love, and I only really tend to use them for Inkylicious because, yeah, well, that's what they're for. So I got a small pack of 8, and I just keep all the same colour. So I've got one that's got a purpley colour. I don't know what kind of purple it is. That's probably a deeper purple, and that's a yellow. Some of them haven't been used. So let's just start blending something. So I'm going to start actually at the top with the Wilted Violet, and I'm going to use this wee brush. I mean, you can put the colour on the top. I haven't got round to that yet, and they're good because they stand up when you're actually waiting on it, when you're, you know, maybe doing something else prior. So we'll just go in, and because this mat's sticky, you shouldn't need to hold the piece of card because it should just stay down. And because the card is nice and smooth, it inks really nicely and you get a nice blend. Okay, so I'll just pop that one over there because I've used it, and I think that's all of the Wilted Violet I'm going to use. So I've got some Dusty Concord. I will do actually a little bit of that now. I think that's more of a pink. So there's one of these I haven't used really up here, and they'll come nicely in these wee boxes. You do get a bigger set. This is a smaller set, but you do get a bigger set of brushes if you're interested in that. And I'll put Inkylicious's website in the links. So just a bit of this. I mean, this is quite a small piece of paper, but it doesn't matter. So you can see how nice that blends. Just try and make that a bit straighter. And I'll pop that over there. So I'm going to go to I think I'll go to a wee bit of the Picked Raspberry. So let's have a look to see if I've used any of this. That's blue. No, I think this has got a bit of purpley pink, so I'll probably use this one. So just blend in these together. You can just see how much of a lovely blend you get there. It's really nice. There we go. Just popping these over there, I'll fix them after. Right, I'm going to do my last colour, which is Saltwater Taffy, which is a nice kind of bright, it's kind of a peachy pinky colour. It's not I wouldn't say it's a really bright pink. I think this one might be okay to use. There we go. So there we go. Let's just do that piece at the bottom. we go. And I mean, if I wanted to, I can go back in with some of the other colours. Like I could go back in again with some Dusty Concord. Is that Dusty Concord? Yes. No. Did I use that? No, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Because Dusty Concord's got a bit lost there. But I can just go back in and just pop that over the top. Like that. And I suppose Picked Raspberry's got a bit lost as well. Let's just do a bit of that in here. Just because it's such a small piece of paper, of card. So you can blend that back in and you've got that colour again. So that's me finished blending. So now I want to get the stamp and stamp. So there's some little butterflies and some little probably fireflies as well in this stamp set. So I'm trying to see if I've got a block big enough for this. Might not have, but let's see, might have to do it in the stamping platform after. I don't think it was quite as big. Yeah, I might have to do that. So if I just take this off, because I won't need this on here. I mean, if it was a smaller, so you can see how lovely that is blended in on that beautiful paper. So if it was a smaller stamp, obviously I'd be able to do that, but because it's a bit bigger, I can't. Now, my stamping platform is way over there somewhere, yes. So I'll be back shortly and we'll do the stamping. Right, so I've got my stamping platform now. And I'm just going to put this down where I want it to go. So some of it will be off the stamp because it's a bit too big. So I'm just going to go for that. And then I'm going to put my lid on, pick that up as well. Like that. And then actually I'm going to put, because, let's see, I think I'll put some of these in as well. So let's just have those. I don't need to see, let me see. Oh, so that's going like that. So how much room do I have up here? I could put them off there, just a bit of them going like that. And those, let me just see what that's going to be like. Yep, that'll be fine. So what I need to do now is get my Memento ink, or you can use this VersaFine ink because it dries really quickly. So maybe we would just use that. So I mean, this is a gorgeous stamp. So the platform also means that if you don't stamp the image perfectly the first time, you can obviously go back in and redo it because they're in the same place. They've not moved. So my pressure tool's over there. But I'll just use my hand to do it. Let's see. Looks like, oh, that's nice. We need to get that bit in the middle again. So let's just, but it was the flowers really here, wasn't it? That need a little bit more, but just do the whole thing again. And just make sure I put a bit more pressure on those flowers in the middle. I've got all my windows open because it's quite warm here today, so you may or not hear background noise. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. That is better. I like that. It's still a wee bit. So maybe one more, just one more bit in the middle really. I'm just going to pop that into the middle area because it's not quite correct. Well, how I want it to be. So I'm just going to make sure I just press right on those flowers so that I get a nice finish. That's better, definitely better. Right, so we'll pop that there just now. And I'm going to actually just give this a wee dry. I know this dries really quickly, but I think I'm going to give it a little dry with the ear tool. I don't know where I got that from. With the ear tool. Oh dear. Right, so. That's fine. So basically that's that bit for the middle finished. And I'm really happy with that. I'll stick that down when I feel it's dried enough. So I can go on to, and I will stick on a, and I know I was going to do this, so I will do that as well. I've forgotten already. So 5x7 base, pop that to the side. This is just a piece of normal white card. It is not, well, normal white smooth card from Pink Frog Crafts. I'm sure it's Pink Frog. So what I thought I'd do was do a wee bit of background first. Then I'd cut out a butterfly or two on some different paper, so a different piece of paper. So we could do that now. So you get all these butterflies, 2 big ones, sort of 3 medium, and then 2 that are a small one and one that's kind of as if it's flying on the side. And that's called Flutter's stamp set. So it's 7 stamps you get. So I'm going to do this one because I like the shape of it, and I can put this onto a block. Excuse me. And I'm going to do this with VersaFine black as well. And I'm just going to do it here. I'm going to have to cut that, fussy cut that out myself. And there we go, that stamps beautifully. I might stamp the little small one as well. Oh dear. I suddenly just got a tickle in my throat, you know. So one just there. Lovely. And we'll cut them out in a bit once I've done some colouring. Oh dear. Right, so for the background of this, what I want to put on is a little bit of this. I've got some of these Distress Oxide sprays. I've got Salvage Patina or Patina, whatever I like to call it. And it's got a wee ball bearing in it, which I quite like to, that just is for mixing it really. So I'm going to put this away because I don't want it all over my stuff. I'll put that away as well. And then we can actually go back to using the sticky. We could go back to using the sticky mat. I don't have to. Oh, I'll just leave it on here because then I can kind of move it about. And this one is Vintage Photo. So, and I do have another one called Kitsch Flamingo. I'm not sure if I'll use that. So just a little bit of spraying here and here, not too much. I don't want to overpower it. And a little bit here in the middle. Oh, beautiful, I love that colour. And that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to just dry it. So I'll come back once I've dried it. Right, so I've dried that off. And it's a wee bit warped, but that's okay. We'll just pop these away. Now, I want to wipe this away as well. That's fine. Keep that there. And then I want to just use some of these stamps I've got here. So these are woodware, I've had them for ages. So I'm thinking I might put some of the surf stitching down the edge of here. I do want a sort of straight line as well, but I'll use something else for that. So I've got a long enough block here just to pop that on too. That. And I'm just going to use this VersaFine again. Oh, I've stuck my finger in it, that's not so good. Right, just get rid of that as well. Right, so up kind of here, maybe down there will work. And there. Could do this with any stamp. You could even just do it with pen if you feel like you want to. You know, there's no rules. I think there's no rules. It's a bit like songwriting. I do a bit of songwriting, and there's no rules with that either. So, you know, you can just do whatever you fancy. So that's that done. There we go, just get rid of that. Now, I do want something kind of in the middle, as a middle sort of portion. So, let me see, we'll use these ones because these are really nice. They do some really nice backgrounds. So, I'm thinking, I think I might try this one. I'm just going to actually go in with this Memento Teal Zeal. But I'm going to stamp off first because it'll be quite bright, I would think. Well, it might not. Let's just stamp it and see first what it's like. It's okay. Might not need to stamp off. Put that to the side. And I want to just add a bit here. There we go. And then, let me think, lid back on. I want something in the middle that's looks quite nice. This bit's nice, this dotty thing. It's really nice, this dotty. Oh, that's not big enough. So I'm going to do that in black again. Oh, that's quite a nice stamp. Oh, I like it. And you can kind of do that either way. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be a specific way. There we go. Oh, that's nice as well. Clean that one. Right, put that there. I've got, these are corners. This is quite nice. This kind of gives you a kind of grungy corner. I wonder if I could use half that out. I'll just use this again. So this kind of gives you a bit of a grungy corner. Like that, which is quite nice. And I don't want to put too much more on because I don't want to overpower it too much. So I think that for the background's actually quite nice. So what I do want to do now though is put these away. So now what I do want to do is colour in the butterflies and add a few other wee bits and pieces too. I didn't use that one, did I? I was going to use this bit here. I might use that just before we go on to doing the butterflies. So let's just take those off of there and pop this maybe there. Away, Shirley. And what I'll do is I'll stamp off. Got a piece of stamping off stuff here, so it would make it a wee bit lighter. That's better. And I might do another one. I know I said I wasn't going to overpower it, but well, there we go. That'll do. And that means I've used most of the stamps I said I was going to use. Put them all over there now, and then let's just put that away as well. And let's just concentrate on these. Now I did want to do a little bit of a line down here. So I've got my metal ruler, because this is where I kind of want the butterfly to. So I know that's probably squint, but, and it's not that. But I sort of wanted to just do a couple of wee bits like that in it. And then I could do another piece, another bit here. Well, and just do, so it's just like a bit of a wiggly bit in it, really. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, that'll do. I did actually want to do a circle, but I don't think I've got a circle that I can go round unless, wait a minute, I've got this circle punch on the table. I could just make a little template. Watch this. Oh golly. Let's do a wee circle here, which I can just go round. Oh, don't do that though. Like that. Little circle, and then one maybe just there. Like that. A couple of wee bits. Maybe just do one off here. I'll not do the whole circle, just go round to there. And possibly one off the top as well. Right, no more. I'm not doing any more. Right, walk away from the card. Right, I'm going to colour these in. So what I want to do is just get this onto the card here, like that. So let's just pop this on. What are we at? 20, oh that's not too bad, 29 minutes. It's not too bad. Pop that on. get it straightish and just there we go. And then let's colour in the butterflies. So let me think. I could colour them in with what do you call them? I could colour them in with, I forgot what I was going to say. I could colour them in with, but I'm now thinking I might actually colour them with, might actually stamp them again and just do them as heat embossed. So let's just get our heat embossing stuff out, because then you can actually you won't go, it's easier if you don't want to go over lines. So let's put that to the side for now. So I'm just going to do it on this piece of nice paper. I will use these at some other point. Just put that on and we'll get the good versa mark. Just stamp that up. Pop it down. Probably come up with the black ink as well. Not too bad. Get this little one the same. There we go. I'll clean them shortly after the video. So deciding what kind of colour. Let's see, we've got several colours. I've got that bluey, I've got that nice bluey, but I've got that green as well. Where is it? Oh my, there, I've got this nice sagey colour green. No, maybe not. I think we'll just do them in silver. I think I've still got some silver left, hopefully. No, that's not it. Sure I do silver, not very much, but I think we'll just do it in silver. So let's just, before this ink decides to dry, we'll just pop some silver over like that. Well, it doesn't really matter so much about the antennae because I can do something with that. There we go. And then we can just pop this back in. I like this wee thing, it's very handy. Right, and then I'll come back when I've dried it. I've heat set it. Right, I've heat embossed that, and what I did was I went round, it's had to cut it a couple of times, I just went round with this, going in very slightly and just cutting a bit off to make it look a bit more postage stampy. It's not perfect, but it's the first time I've done it, so we can stick that on now. Oh, I was going to stick that on with foam, wasn't I? So we're going to do that now. And then that card will be more or less done. There's my scissors. 34 minutes now. It shouldn't be too long now, hopefully. Go. And just one piece in the middle to stop it from collapsing. Come on, off you come. Right, so make sure that's the right way up, and then we can just put that in the middle roughly. Should I put some of the other glue on just to so I can wiggle it a bit. So if you put some of this glue on, it should make it a bit more wiggly so you can place it exactly where you want it to go before you actually place it down on the base. I'm thinking roughly there. There we go. So that's card number 1. It does need a sentiment, and I will put one on. What we need to quickly do is just do a bit of colouring with these. So I'm thinking what will we do? So these are the 2. I still need to chop them out, so let's just quickly colour them first. So I'm wondering if I should just colour them with I have got Ohuhu pens, but they might be a bit too. Just let me get them because they're over here. I suppose I can use really quite light colours on this, and I've lost the actual card. Where's the card that was? Here it is. I've lost the card. There. So, thinking about colour. So let's just have some nice light colours because I don't want it to be too dark and in your face. But I'm thinking, excuse me, maybe a bit of yellow might be quite nice, or grey and yellow maybe. So we've got very light grey somewhere. Green grey that is. We've got cool grey. Let's see what colours these are. So that's quite cool certainly. This one is Canaria yellow, which is quite light. So let's maybe do a bit of that. So I'm going to do a couple of these strips there. If it doesn't look right, I can always go over it. I think I'll do his body in the grey. And I'll do a couple of wee bits up here. And then we can add some blue in as well. These eyes, be cutting that out, so it'll not matter if I've gone over it. I'll just do a little bit on here as well, on the little one. A bit up the top, a wee bit down there maybe. And we'll get some very, very light blue. Let's see if we've got this. Turquoise blue, let's see what that's like. Maybe quite vibrant that. No, that's okay. So if we do a bit of that onto there as well. That is in keeping with the colour. I must have used this pen quite a lot because it's running out quite quickly. I suppose I have used these pens quite a lot, so I wonder if I can use the other end, which is the thicker end, but just need to watch. Don't go over too much, and then I could do a couple of pieces just on here as well. And I'll do a little bit just on here. That doesn't matter quite as much because it's smaller. And let's see, what other colours did we kind of use? We kind of used brown, but I'm not sure I want to put brown on it. The lightest sort of brown grey is probably this one. Yep, so we could put a little bit of that as well. Maybe a bit here. Oh, I put it the wrong bit. Oh, jeans. Put a bit down there as well. And let's just put on some sort of tealy colour. So forest green will be too deep. Let's see, mint green. It's a bit dark. Light mint green. Let's try this one. It's a bit better. It's running out as well. Very much so. Put that down there. And just down here. We'll just use the bigger side just because it'll be not quite as better. And let's put one there, I think, just to lighten that up a bit. And there we go. So now I'm going to cut those out and then I'm going to come back and put it on. So I've come back and I didn't like what I'd done with the pens. So I've just decided that I'm going to colour it in with some of the teal stuff. So I need to look for the one that had the teal on it. I don't know if it was this one. So this is, I'm just going to use some of this Memento here just to give this butterfly a wee bit colour. Because as I say, I did it in these and I just didn't like it at all. It just looked wrong. It did, so I'll just give this and the small one same. There we go, and I will cut this out. And I think that will be better, be more in colour. I'm going to also do a bit of splatting with I've got a rose gold pen here. And I just want to do a little bit of splatting on these. Get them away from that card. So it just gives it a bit more texture as well onto here, trying to get it all on the wings a bit. I'm going to do some on the actual card as well. There we go. And I'll be back when I've cut these out and we'll be done. Right, I'm back now and I used one of these aqua pens just to put a bit of green on. I didn't water it down, but it's Bud Green, which is the aqua pens from Spectrum Noir. So I've cut out my butterflies and I'm going to just stick them on with some glue. I was going to stick them up on some glue, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to probably leave some of the leaves, some of the wings without glue. But I'm just going to pop that there, like that, which I'm quite happy with it. And I thought I might just make sure that's kind of straight. Is that straight? And I think I'll just pop this one down a bit. Just on there, like that. And then I'm going to get some of the these black Sweet Talk messages, and we're going to put "Today is a good day" on this one. Just roughly, I think here, like that. So that's that one done. Hope you like it. And then this one is going to get, I don't know if I put white or black on it. I might put black. So let's see. Let's see, what could we have? Could we just have happy birthday on it, I think. Happy birthday to you. So I'm just going to pop it on in the middle here. Make sure it's kind of equidistant away to each side. There we go. And that's my 2 cards for Fridays. Will come out to you on Friday. I won't be quite home at that point, but I'll be back on the Saturday. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and you let me know what you think, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.